Hello survivors, this is Gorithwin, and this is WarZ Survivor Series. I just thought I'd show you this character at the moment. I'm actually in a built-up area. I can show you a few things about this. One of the things is, I'm not killing all zombies. The reason why that is they're very good at making you detect players. If you leave them in place, the players either have to go around them or go through them. So if you're careful, you can get around them. Though the zombies do actually give you XP to spend on skills, which have not been implemented as of yet. And they can give you items and money, which is good. So sometimes a killing spree on zombies is good, but other times it's better to leave them where they are, unless they wander around and come and bite you in the bottom. Another thing is, when you go into a room, check the corners. Try and check the corners from outside the room first. Watch for characters clipping through the wall. Clipping means part of their anatomy coming through. When they're lying on the floor, their pivot point is their groin. Also, try and keep a wall to at least one side of you. Constantly look around. Listen to the noises. Look everywhere. Try and find the location of certain loot. One of the things I have found is, if there's a little loot around, either someone's already been there, or a rare loot has spawned. Because there you go. There's a possum, a zombie. I think each loot area must have a point value. And what it does is it randomly associates more rare stuff first. And if it does that, then there's going to be less loot in that area to be picked up. I'm sure I saw a tin of something. I don't like jumping through windows. That's one thing as well. Jumping makes you a lot easier to see. Try not to do it, unless you really have to. Use third person to try and get around, to see around corners. Yes, it's a little cheap for the purists, but it's added peripheral vision, which you don't normally get in games. Because a standard human can see around about 120 degrees. These characters, when you're in first person perspective, can only see 90. So you're actually losing 30 degrees, which is actually how most people do actually see things in the periphery more than anywhere else, because it's quick, fast, blur. Also, try and learn which houses are open. Never travel on roads too open. Stop and look around. If you can keep yourself in a corner, do it. If you can't, make your best up. One of the things in this game is anxiety. If you see another player, you will get anxious. You will get scared. And then you suddenly get a fear response. Either run, stand up, fight. What you need to do is take a breath and figure out the most strategic possible. Do you try and sneak away? Do you stay where you are? Or do you stand your ground? Depends on how many people you're going up against as well. Right, if you do jump, try and put something like this between you. Yeah, I hate standing up in the back of these things. So I try and lie down in them. I have been shot through trees and some walls. I'm assuming that they've got flechette rounds in the game. I doubt someone's got a hack, but, you know, get over it. You will get killed a lot. So the idea is to try and get... See, I saw that zombie there. One there. They haven't chased anyone, they're just actually placed. Try and get as fast as possible across roads until you're in cover and slow down. The faster you move, the easier you're seen. It really is that simple. When you see a zombie run, it just leaps out at you. It really does. A lot of people are impatient in this game. It's alright. Even if your bar's red, bright red, and you've got over half health, you've still got a long time before you actually die. The major problems in this game is hackers and people just shooting for no apparent reason. Right, someone said hello, so I'm going to say hello back. That actually tells him that I'm probably more friendly than normal. It's also telling everyone else as well, but I'm keeping my options open. One of the good things as well about learning how to survive is knowing where to go and when. In the daytime, stick to very rural areas and very out of the way areas. If you have a melee weapon and you see someone with a gun, don't stay around, they will shoot you. Oh gosh, he's got to walk on top of me. See, I could get quite close to him and he never saw me. Remember, if you want to get up, you still want to keep hidden, press crawl and you end up looking like a right idiot, but you get down in the crawl position unless you get up in the high position. Because if you're behind rocks, sometimes you need to be lower just in case there's a player around. Logging out is a problem as well. You need to find little nooks and crannies, go into trees with low-lying branches, behind rocks. And as soon as you log in, lie down. Oops. I'm going to have to take this guy out. There you go, 3 shots. Oh, eating it from a dead carcass. Nice. I don't want chocolate bar anyway. You don't have to loot everything. Another hint is if you don't loot everything, someone comes there, they don't know that someone's been there. This is a good place to log out. Always log out lying down. Another thing I forgot to tell you last time is when you're crouched, if you press inventory, you stand up. You crouch, you go to your options screen, you stand up. You crouch, you put your map, you stand up. I've got my crouch toggled on, so basically I press it, As I get down, I press it again, I get back up. I find that a lot easier to use. Use your map. They've given it you, use it. Right, I'm going to try and go to Rifle Ridge. Good place to sneak around. At the moment I'm actually out in the open, but there's not many people on. There's 21 people on the server. Not many bandits. You can't take that as gospel. If it on there, oh, there's one bandit. If it says neutral, basically, if they've got a bandit character on their character sheet which just died, or they've gone to a different character, it'll start off saying neutral. So they could be a bandit. So don't take that as gospel. If it says lawman, which I've never seen yet, but that's what I want to attain, that means they're good. They're bandit hunters. I really want to do that. If you see mega bandit, keep well away from them. I mean, well away from them. They are very good at shooting people, and they probably do it in groups. Also, if you see groups, keep out their way unless you're in a bigger group. People new to this game will keep their flashlight out, no matter what, light or dark, and you'll see it flashing around. If you see a group of people with flashlights, then you know they're people who don't know really what they're doing, and after a few times of being shot, they'll stop it. Try and learn the terrain as well. I'm just gonna eat. I'm gonna use that litre of water in my bar. There you go. It goes all the way up to the top. There you go. I like instant oatmeal. It's a good meal. It's one of my favourites in the game. It doesn't give you much back. There's a lot around, but it gives you enough, and you can stack it. And this character, apparently he has no weight, so it must be a bug with medium and large backpacks. There is another bug at the moment with medium and large backpacks is when you first put it on, it will confuse you because it looks like you've got your one you had on last time, and it'll copy it to your inventory, so you'll get confused. You think, oh no, I've just lost my medium or large backpack. No, come out to your inventory, go back in again, and you'll find that it actually has changed. It's just not updated. Right, this is a good trailer park, but it's very tightly packed with houses. One thing I must say is if you get into a battle, please do not press Alt and F4. Alt and F4 will actually drop you out of the game immediately. It annoys players. Players do it because they're scared of losing their character. Be brave. If you're gonna die, you're gonna die. Just enjoy trying to get that items back. If it really upsets you, leave the game for an hour or three. Or even do what I do, come back the next day. You will get annoyed with it. This game, I have something which I call keep syndrome. I used to do live roleplay at a warehouse on the 3rd story in Burnley in the UK, and every weekend we used to go and we used to hate it. It was horrible, it was cold, it was dirty, it was dusty. You got hurt, you got rubber burns from the weapons, you got chainmail bites from running into someone, you got cuts and grazes. It was more like torture. But as soon as you left, you wanted to go back again and again and again. It was almost like an addiction. And this game's like that. You get in it, you get killed a few times, you really hurt it, you want to swear, you want to tear your hair out, you want to jump on people and bandit everyone. But once you've left, you'll find you may end up start thinking about it, thinking, I want to go back. I really need to get some of that stuff. Oh, really need that. Right. What can I eat or drink? I need to get rid of some food. Right, granola bars. The most prevalent, I should have really kept those, but I really do need that cartridge. Oh, magazine mag. Could do with a primary weapon though. One thing I think I've learned about this game is, baseball bat. They will miss 1 time in 10 automatically. Don't ask me why, but they do. Right, you can actually pick up while still moving. It's better to do it in third person because you can still see and strafe around it as you move around it. It means that you don't have to keep still. Let's see if I can find an item. There we go. Right. I'm going to come up to this. There you go. Kept on moving. If you keep on moving from a distance, players will think you're not finding anything. Try never to stay in one place too long as well, because you increase the chance of being found. No, don't need that. That's not implemented yet. Right, I'll teach you another thing about pulling. Zombies don't bring a friend. They're not daft. There's one there. Right. There's one over there. I want to bring him, and he's quite a distance away. I'll just tap sprint. Look. Just tap sprint, and he'll come for miles. Oh, he's got a friend as well. That wasn't exactly super successful, but it was alright. So you can use those straight away like that. Oh, there's two there. Good thing about moving around as well is you get to see if players are coming up behind you. Oh. Okay, sometimes at the moment it's missing. Don't suspect I'll find anything good. Can't remember if I said last time, if you see a zombie laying down, if there's blood, it's dead. If it's not, it's alive. As you see, they spawn really fast. And they've definitely upped the amount of... Oh, it's the note. I thought it was a double barrel shotgun then, sorry. Nope, still haven't implemented that one. I've got an antibiotic. Yeah. Well, that only gave me 60%. Must be random. If anyone wants to know certain things, I haven't actually covered them, please put a comment in the comments below, and I'll endeavour to try and do what I can. I don't think there's anything else around here at the moment, apart from a lot of zombies. Oh gosh, wrong thing out. I healed myself instead, just when she hurt me. Sometimes you can stand too close and you will actually not register a head hit, so just move back a bit. Another good tactic, let's see if I can find a zombie, is to move back, but you need to know what's behind you, so it's definitely third person. Otherwise, if you hit a wall, you can end up. This is how you can actually take out 4 or 5. Just keep moving backwards ever slightly. I run up, hit once, move back. Hit once, move back. Hit once. Because, as you can see then, he kind of responded every time after being hit, after he recovered. I think they've nerfed antibiotics since the patch yesterday. That's good to know. Right, ignore what I said last episode. It does about 40%. If you go into a firefight, it's always good to get your best healing things on your bar, followed by the next best healing thing. So basically, in that one there, put your antibiotics, and then have your bandages next to it. So you've got quick access to it. Some items, when you actually click the number, will automatically have it like eating and drinking. But the annoying thing is, if you put bandages and stuff like that, you won't use it unless you left mouse. I don't really use aim for melee weapons, it's not needed. And it's probably very hard, especially in third person. Right, as I was saying, high areas to, well, what I was saying earlier on, take out when it's darker. It's probably the bigger areas like Clearview, Smallville, Boulder City, Campos City, Airport, NORAD, Frosty Pines. They are the biggest camping spots and biggest group conglomeration spots, especially during the daytime. At night you can actually sneak in and get out if you do a quick raid, if you're solo. If you're grouped, you can stay a bit longer. The more you have in your group, the longer you can stay. But I would not try and make a base anywhere. Not unless you've actually got something like wooden barricades, riot shields, barbed wire. On the contrary of the riot shield, if you place that, it's a fixed item. You can't carry it around with you, which is a real shame. I would have loved that. Having it as a flashlight melee weapon, that when you actually aimed it, you put it up and it became a bullet shield. But you can only carry that. You can't carry anything else. So I think I'm going to leave that here, everyone. Right? Thank you very much all for watching. Please like and subscribe. My name's Chris Flynn, and this is WarZ Survivor Series. Thank you very much for watching. Heal all, and also try not to bandit.